Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronny Haze, and today in the review room, actually this is probably going to be on the Ronny Haze channel, but it doesn't matter. Either Make a Path Presents or Ronny Haze. Today we are going to take a look at this sexy default I got from China. An unofficial, it's not a bootleg because they didn't copy a toy or a figure or statue that's already out. I tried looking up some info on this. If I find more additional information on this, I'll put it down in the comment box below, or I'll pin it in a comment, the first comment. But this is a default JONESY figure, statue, PVC figure, whatever, from China. I got off of eBay. I was too curious. I got a handful of Fortnite, fellow Fortnite players, fans of Fortnite that I know, and I thought I'll pick it up. If it shows up, we can look at it. And it actually showed up in a box, in a real box. I thought it was going to show up wrapped in bubble wrap. If you buy something from China, sometimes that happens. They just wrap it in bubble wrap and ship it to you. This guy got crushed though, because they just threw it in a bag. You hear the bag? It's a random ass bag, and it got all types of crushed. Look at that. But yeah, there's no barcode, there's no company info. This is straight up an official, unofficial JONESY, the leader of the defaults figure, which seems cool because if you open it up, he's got a display, which is the wood that you use in the game. He comes with an AR, comes with the iconic shotgun, the iconic default pickaxe, the iconic default character himself, two heads, and two different types of arms. You can stand him up going, all right, with his number one finger. Oh man, hold on, let me take some of the pieces out. We'll be right back. You know what, I want to show you guys what just happened. So I went to take them out, and it's weird because it does kind of look somewhat official, but like with the box and everything, but I went to take him out and he just all fell apart. I'm being careful with it now. His arms fell off, his head is in there, but it'll just pop off. It's so loose. However, that is fine, because when you do get his arm in, if you snug it in there a little, it's fine until you mess with him. So he can stand there, but if you start messing with him, a little touch and that's going to come out. Anyway, so I picked him up and his arms fell off. I thought they were broke, but let's put... I'll do this on camera for the first time too. He looks kind of weird without arms, so let's put his arms in. You see this slot there? It lines up, so they have a groove right there that'll line up. Wow, that's super tight. That's nothing like the other arm. So that goes in there, and then this, that's super loose. That'll go there, and then you take this and you just pop it right. Wow, that actually came together okay. That actually fit together all right. And it looks just like the box. You know what I mean? Wait. Hold on. Look. He's got that smirk. There we go. Now. They did all right with that. Now it's just like the box. Except for his tattoo. Everything looks like the box except for he's got some weird... Is that a gas mask with two guns? Or some type of troll with two guns? I don't know. But on the figure, it is a skull with two guns. I'll be honest, I love stuff being accurate to movies, TV, video games, but I prefer that tattoo than what's in the actual game, or at least what's in that promo art on the box. But that is one way you can display him. I wonder if the gun is the same thing. No, doesn't feel like it. And then the pickaxe has this groove in it. Yeah, I'm assuming you just, well, That's kind of difficult. It doesn't want to go in. But yeah, that's really tight. So that pickaxe is not falling off. And again, it's just like the image. I would like to go in there with, see, you can see the paint is a little bit there, but on the box you can see it's very defined, the different ends that they use. And there's another thing that's different, is his gun. I'll go over his gun in a second, but I would like to get some acrylic paint and touch this up, make it look a little more accurate to the game, and a little more, I don't know, a little more style to it, because it is pretty flat colors. So anyway, here, let's put his arms in and we'll take a look at the two sets of arms and then the two heads. So here's the first head. This is the smirking Jonesy. And I gotta say, for an unofficial figure, he looks all right. His eyes are a little touch off, but he looks all right. You have his head sculpt. And again, I don't know how they made this, whether it's a 3D printer or what, but that's one head with the smirk. Here's the other head, which is straightforward, no tilt to it. Has a little paint chip there. I did that because there was like a bump there, and I went like this with my finger, and it just fell off. But this is the regular default head. And it is cool they give you two different heads. And again, it's 25 bucks from China, 25 flat on eBay if you are interested. This is not an ad, not a promo. I just thought I made a comment about defaults getting figures because McFarlane Toys makes these incredible, real, officially licensed, highly articulated Fortnite figures. We have, me and my daughter love this pose the best. I put him in this pose the other night to put him on the computer desk to go with the gaming stuff. And he's holding his grenade launcher like a badass, holding that pickaxe. And the cool thing is, Jonesy here is pretty much the same size. So he can go with your Fortnite figures from McFarlane Toys, and you can have all the characters they come out with, plus a default. Now, he's not articulated, but still, he's going to look neat. So, you get the two heads, and then you get these two arms. This set has a loose arm here, loose grip, I should say, with his number. You know what? Oh my gosh, I am a dumbass. That is for his gun. I bet you any money. I bet you any money. And I thought he was being like, I'm number one. All right, that's not right. Hold on. That is how it goes. Then you put his arm in there. Take this other arm. And there you go. Jonesy holding up his AR. All right, so you get a set of arms to hold the AR, and then you get a set of arms to hold the shotgun. We'll take a look at the arms up close in a second. But they go pop in there, and then the shotgun here rests on that one, handle goes in that one, and then the pickaxe goes on his back. I would imagine you can set it up some way to have him hold his pickaxe. Nah, maybe not. Just put it on his back, make it look like how it is on the box. So let's set him down and look over the left arm that goes with the AR. It's got his tattoo, his bandana around the arm, and then we have the wrist computer system, which a lot of the figures have. I'll be honest, I never noticed them discuss anything about what that would be. But it looks like there's a screen on it. It's with a lot of the other characters as well. And then his right arm, whoops, which holds the assault rifle in the air. And the paint job on the arms it's pretty plain. There's a little bit of like two tones to it around the muscles, kind of giving it some shadowing. A little shadowing effect around the muscles. It's hard to tell with this bright light blasting it, but in person you can really see the different tones of paint. And it looks like they painted it right around the creases of the muscle to give it a different look. So this is his alternate right arm with the bandana, and then you have his computer system or little screen there. They all look the same. So I already went over the heads. Here's the normal head. And then here's the smirking Jonesy head. See what I mean? That little bit of extra glob of paint is what was on his neck, and it fell off a bit. And his eyes are a little off. I think his eyes are better on this one. I might go with this head. Nope, they're exactly off in the same way. Anyway, next up, which I was really impressed by, is the iconic looking gun. Now, the gun doesn't look like this, the shotgun that is. It doesn't look like this in the game. However, from the poster images and stuff, it's really cool that you get a shotgun in this red color. Iconic with the poster images. And the only difference is, if you compare this to the poster, the only difference is there's the barrel, and under the barrel here, those are both black. They're not supposed to be red. And I'm going to paint those. And I also have a drill a little bit smaller than this. I was thinking about drilling that in, giving it a little hollow thing. Anyway, and then there's a part here that is hollow in the end of the shotgun, a tiny part. And then the coloring is pretty much the same. It's a tiny bit off, but it's such a tiny bit it doesn't even matter. Like this little hose isn't red, it's black, little stuff like that. But other than that, it looks pretty good. And the only thing throwing it off, like I said, is that black on the tip. And I'm probably just going to touch up some black around there. At a distance, you won't even notice. And then the AR, which is probably painted the best. It's just a black AR with, I would imagine, gray or silver dry brushing on it. It looks really good and very similar to the actual gun in the video game. There's tiny words imprinted there. I can't make out what that says though. Yeah, I can't make that out. I'll have to try to... It's on both sides. Actually, what's neat is right here you can change it to safety, automatic, or semi-automatic. They actually got little words in there. That's an odd touch for an unofficial Fortnite figure for a gun. That gun probably went with a different, like, official toy they made, and whoever made this, and then they incorporated it into this set. Then you got the default pickaxe with a little hole there to set into his back. And again, the paint is pretty simple. You got a little bit of dry brushing for the ends where you chip away. And then the handle is pretty flat brown, which isn't a big deal. It's like that in the game. There's a little bit of texture and grain, I believe, in the game. But the worst piece, which is still cool, is the base. It's supposed to represent the wood material you use in the game. I think they went a little overboard with like moss and stuff like that on the edges. And then for some reason where his shoes go, there's green as if it was... I don't even know what the idea there was, to be honest. I don't even know. His boots are black, so it's not like it's transfer from his boots, you know what I'm saying? So give me a second, we'll pop him on there. All right, here he is. The feet actually went on the base with the pegs. There's 2 pegs per foot, which is a huge plus. and they slide in there nice. It's not too loose, it's not too tight, it's not that tight at all, but it's just right. It's actually incredible. Again, for an unofficial figure, I thought I was going to have a whole lot of problems with this, and this actually looks really good. And when you get it, the shotgun placed in his hand, you kind of want to wiggle this until it sets right in that other hand there, and then you shouldn't have a problem at all. Yeah, don't mind that. I was doing work on the car, friggin' whacked it off the roof, scraped the hell out of my hand. Anyway, this is Jonesy from Fortnite. Again, it's an unofficial figure, or statue, I should say, from China. And I bought it expecting a disaster of a video. Like, look at this, you know, I found on eBay and it was a whole mess, and have a little laugh at it. But I'm shocked. This is actually pretty friggin' good. The quality-wise, you know, I didn't even show off the back of him. Let's show him off a little bit. You have his pickaxe. Again, it pokes right into his back, and it actually goes so flush you could barely see where it attaches right there. You have some type of grenade or a smoke bomb or something. I do believe these are more in Save the World, because I've played Save the World with my daughter a little bit, and a lot of the characters have these type of bombs with like a silver frame instead of black on their waistband. I never really paid attention to see what they were. But as far as the pockets, the coloring, these pants, these shin guards, the boots, the patch even, and the, whatchamacallit, straps going around his leg, they got everything right. The double belts, you know, one's a clip that holds on to some guns and stuff like that, like a weapons belt, and the other is like a belt. And then his whole outfit, it just fits. It is screen accurate from the video game. I am blown away. Like I said, I thought this was going to be a disaster of a review, but I am blown away. We have a screen accurate Lord of the Defaults, and he'll go well with the, which I think this is the best part, to be honest. If you're going to collect some Fortnite figures, you might as well put them with the ones that are already out. You got the McFarlane figures, and then you have the default statue. And if you got them all lined up, a bunch of them on your shelf, no one's ever going to really care or take notice that this guy is just a little bit bigger than these guys. Like I said, he's just a touch bigger, but his gun, even his pickaxe, everything is, it's really in line. Look at that. That is close. Like I said, it's just a touch bigger than the official figures, and these are 7-inch figures, so it's just a tiny bit bigger. His arms, you could definitely tell his arms are bigger. See what I mean? His head is bigger, but again, sorry, like, look at his head, it's off screen. His head is bigger, but you can barely notice, especially when you got someone like the Black Knight with his big helmet and whatnot. The heads actually might be the same size or close to it, to be honest. But the body's definitely, you know, thicker. Anyway, here is Jonesy from Fortnite. Lord of the Defaults. All right. Let me know what you guys think about this. Was this a was this a lot more impressive than you thought if I told you this was an unofficial figure that came from eBay? Or are you not surprised at all? Put your thoughts and opinions about Jonesy and the Lord Default down in those comment boxes. I get a kick out of this. That is so cool. They did a great job. Look them up on eBay if you're interested in grabbing one for yourself, because I don't believe anyone's going to make any official Fortnite Jonesy figure. But yeah, that's pretty neat. All right, thanks for coming by the review room. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.